There we go. I got it working again. Huge thanks to Dagcraft. Oh my gosh. Gave me the rundown. I know usually he's biting my head off, but for right now, he was really nice. He got me all straightened out. Hey Zerk, welcome. This is gonna be rough and dirty. I've got like so much stuff that still needs to get figured out. Yeah, for once, really. Like you can see a black bar on the bottom of the screen. I don't have things lining up properly and all that kind of stuff. So, hey, Fishing Solo, welcome. How are you doing? Let's see here. So we're in a secret location. For any of y'all that have been watching my videos, you might not have seen this area yet because I haven't shown it on camera. I've got a bunch of just mundane stuff that needs to be done, and I figured, you know what? Why not stream it? That's what streaming's for, right? For streaming mundane stuff. Stuff you don't have to really focus on camera. You can more just focus on people hanging out with you, right? So basically what we're having to do, I am working on Days Fishy. Welcome. That's exactly what it's for. Exactly. So I've managed to get a portal set up, so we're going to run over into town. Because one, I need to get some tools. PP Zerk, welcome. Let's see here. Okay. I haven't really been using the whole nether routing system on Truly Bedrock, so I'm still kind of getting a little familiar with that. And this tunnel's not quite set up yet. I need to look and see real quick. I think there's a similar pattern to each tunnel, and if there is, I'm not going to do it this time, but we might work on trying to get... Yeah, it looks like all these tunnels are identical. Although, wait a minute. No diagonal tunnels have been done yet. So I'm going to have to figure out who... Am I in a joinable game? No, I'm not, unless you're whitelisted on Truly Bedrock. That would be the only way it's joinable. So, sorry about that. But let's see here. What was I saying? It looks like the diagonals haven't really been built yet. So I'll have to figure out who on the server was building these. What is this for? I really want to flip that lever. But yeah, I'm not going to, because I get the feeling if I flip the lever, something terrible might happen. We'll just pop through here. This is going to go ahead and put us into town. So Sussex Driver, welcome. Yes, that is the hope, is that we're going to try and get ourselves all straightened out so that we can actually, you know what, I should have brought my stinking shulkers with me. I didn't even think about that. Pull the lever. No, not pulling the lever. You can call me Kronk all you want. It's not going to work. I refuse to pull the lever. But yeah, you can see my one pickaxe. Let's see, which one is it? The Silk Touch. It's just about worn out. Uh-oh. Let's be a kind neighbor. Let's shut that door. Because the last thing you would want to have happen is to think your place was safe, walk into it, and a creeper be waiting for you. And I kid you not, I don't know if any of y'all play on public servers on Minecraft, but for me, and I've been doing this for a few years, my biggest fear of all fears is to be on a public server and to accidentally creeper bomb somebody's build. That just, oh gosh. Let's see here. Okay, so flip that, flip it back down. Oh, I just healed my sword and I didn't need to do that. Hello. Oh my gosh. So let's see here. Let's go ahead. Okay, we got that. That's going to heal that. And this is awesome. I think Silent Whisper is the one that built this. So it's just quick and easy. I mean, this is faster than using a old school zombie pig farm to try and get your stuff healed up. This is in seconds. What is it, like 8 seconds to cook an item? And then let's make sure we got that flip back on so that all those... Okay. I don't know if you leave that locked, if it shuts down the XP thing, or if the XP thing just doesn't work because it's not cooking stuff. But the last thing we want to do is break something. Piggy breaks things, and we don't need to break things. Not with everybody watching. That would be horrible. Hey, Piggy, you haven't streamed in years. How are you doing? Oh, I'm over here tearing things up. How are you? You know, par for the course. That's what I do. We got all this crazy stuff going on here. I hope I'm not spoiling... I probably should have put something in the title. But yeah, let's see here. So I came into town to get my stuff healed up. Okay, so we can just head back. Say, I don't have anything to bring in with me yet, but what I'm doing is, dang pig, we have a Dagcraft. I thought I smelt something that smelled like barbecue sauce and Kingsford Grill. What's up, buddy? Thank you so much for helping me get all this stuff set up. There's a few little pieces and bits and bobs and whatnot we'll have to straighten out later, but I think we're good for now. Let's see. It was southeast tunnel. There we go. Okay, that'll work. So we're going to... oh, Buffett, why did you have to... You have to go and be the first person to get banned. Why you got to be bad? Don't do it. It's not worth it. Dadcraft has sent his well-seasoned moderators over here to help me out. So, yeah. Whatever you did, I'll never know. But thank you, moderators. You cannot be thanked enough. So let's see here. I'm trying to remember where I put everything. I think it's down here. I've been down here mining. Just making a big hole in the ground, pretty much. Apparently there's a slime chunk down here, so it's cool. Every once in a while, these little fellas show up, so just collecting slime as well. See, we got that. Got some stuff, goodies right here. But this is not dang bots. Oh, man, so I was talking to it, and it couldn't even understand me. It's just a simple bot. See, I got stone going on, granite, andesite, and diorite going on. Trying to get some cobbled deep slate. So that's what I needed. I need torches. There ain't no way I'm going to be running around down here without torches. We'll get bombed by some stinking creeper. Let's just float back on up to the surface. But yeah, we're up to something. I'm a troll at heart. And anybody that's watched me for more than 10 seconds probably knows that. So there's at least 2 people on the server that I have to troll. I don't have a contract per se, but if there was one, it would be in the contract. Dadcraft's one of them, but he's listening, so we've got to be good. We can't do any... Dadcraft, don't worry, buddy. I'm not doing anything to your area. I haven't visited your area off camera at all. Let's see. I think... I don't know if I have any more bone meal down there. Everything is such a pigsty down here, which I love, but it makes it really hard to find stuff. Okay. We'll just go up here. Love you, the trolls. Well, you're a moderator. Of course you love the trolls. No, don't plant the tree there, Piggy. You love the trolls because it gives you commands you can type, right? I could almost hear a moderator screaming, "Bring on the trolls." Just as like, a challenge. There we go. We can plant a tree here. Okay, so that... Why are you not growing? Is there too much moss carpet around it and it's just... Okay, let's see. You're going to burn that tent to the ground. No, you're not. That's griefing. You're not allowed to grief. This is cool. There's a witch somewhere around here making those noises. So I could tell all kinds of corny jokes. Somebody's going to laugh at them. See? She laughed right now. That's pretty awesome. Okay, so come on. All that for one tree. And I don't even have my axe with me. Where is that? There we go. Okay, maybe a little bit more. Just a little bit more bone meal. All right, cool. So, yeah, I need... Is it just me, or is it like you need one thing in Minecraft, but then it turns into you've got 50 other things you've got to manage to try and accomplish that one thing? Aletha Prime. Hey, Aletha, how are you doing? Piggy has his own fans in the game. It's just true. You love being a troll most of all. That's awesome. Hey, Aletha. How are you doing? Aletha, how is it that you've got this cool little snowflake thing next to your name? I'm such a noob with all this stuff. I don't even understand what half of that means. Is it some kind of like account status or something you have with Twitch? I've never seen that. And somewhere in here is I have a diamond hoe so that I can tear up these leaves quickly. And of course, as usual, can't find anything I've got laying around. I don't have time for it right now, but I think one of the things I'm definitely going to need to do is set up some kind of storage system, some little bit more. There we go. I knew it was around here somewhere. It's a Twitch donation event. Oh, okay. And this is weird. Is this a Bedrock thing? Because I don't think in Java, when you stand on a shulker, that it knocks you off like that. I've never seen that. That's so different. But yeah, we'll hop through here. Oh, we could take this hoe with us into town and go ahead and get it repaired as well, because it's looks like it's been used up a little bit. All right, so let's get my... Oh, it's got silk touch on it. Stinkerish. Well, we'll just do this for now. If I run out of saplings, I'll have the leaf blocks, and I think if you break the leaf blocks by hand, it'll give you saplings. Don't quote me on that. The shulker thing's a Bedrock bug. Okay. Okay. That makes sense. Get some things going there. Nope, we don't want to waste bone meal on planting grass. We need wood for torches. Cuz like I was saying, I need the bone meal to make the saplings grow so that I can get the wood, so that I can turn them into sticks, so that I can make the torches so I don't die, so that I can do the mining to collect the blocks. But why are you collecting the blocks, Piggy? Well, that's the episode I'm working on right now. So I can't exactly tell you what I'm collecting blocks. If you stick... Oh, here we go. Here's a pro move right here. Wait, you can fall through them in Java too. I've seen people use them as hidden entrance to a room. Oh, that's an interesting idea. I'll have to look into that. I get so distracted. I had a pro move I was going to tell you, and I know Dadcraft's got his notepad out. He collects pro moves, so he was getting ready to write it down. I don't remember what the pro move was now. Maybe it'll come back to me. I guess it wasn't that pro of a move, right? So let's see here. I think I've got enough coal down here. I'm just going to turn all these into torches because I know I'm going to end up needing them anyway. Yeah, we got coal. We got coal for days. Let's see here. Not that you would eat coal, but if you did eat coal, you would have coal for eating for days. I do love this little feature. If I hold shift and click that, it just auto crafts it. Instead of having to do it the way Java makes you do it. And now, of course, I'm going to get some weird little frog in my throat. Oh, my goodness. Hang on, let me get some water here. There we go. Yes, the train of thought has left the station. If it involves lava, he be crying for Stour help because he's on fire. Dadcraft will. If Dadcraft is on fire, that's all he does. Here, let's see. Here's my imitation of Dadcraft, okay? You ready? Oh, I'm on fire. I'm on fire. Piggy, help me. I'm on fire. Piggy, I'm on fire. Help me. Is that pretty good? Oh, wait. Oh, man. There we go. That's the best Dadcraft impersonation if I've ever heard one. Unfollow. Hey, Royal, welcome back. Haven't seen you in a long time. How are you doing? It's okay, Dadcraft. You know what you can do? You can unfollow me, and then you can refollow me, and it'll make the sub count change. It won't make the sub count go up, but it would make it change. I need to have my voice a little higher. Let's see here. Oh my name's Dadcraft. I'm on fire. I wish Piggy would come rescue me. Like that? Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, I've got a little dark area up there. Come here, you. But yeah, I'm mining out this area. I have a future plan for what I want to do with this little area. And unfortunately, I have no idea how much room I'm going to need because I don't know how much I'm going to be able to do. But as a side note, all of the little blocks that I'm going to be collecting down here is going to be important because that is pertaining to... so, like, I've got episode 4 Truly Bedrock that will be coming out this week. So mad right now. Oh my gosh. It's all right, Dadcraft. I can almost guarantee you're going to find a way to get me back. I'll be around long enough for you to figure out something. And that tent is covered in asbestos, so good luck catching it on fire. It won't work, buddy. That'll make you even madder. See, I'm being a good friend here. I'm trying to rescue you from getting upset. There's no reason to get upset, Dadcraft. Not at the fact that you can't get the tent to light on fire. Just, you got to find something else to burn, okay? That waits for a ban from all Discord servers. Oh, man. But yeah, so this week I have spent... it was like... Okay, so I know I'm playing on Truly Bedrock, but I'm going to go ahead and address AlphaCraft, because at least Aletha's here. She is AlphaCraft. And I know some of your names I recognize. So I know that y'all are aware of what's going on the channel. So I worked really hard and got a cool animation, or what I feel like is a cool animation, going for my Truly Bedrock intro video. Had to do it in a program called Blender. It lets you do animation. Let's see here. I'm doing this every sixth. That is such a hard word to say sometimes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th, 6th block. There we go. And then just doing like this, so that way we won't get any bad guys that are up there. But yeah, once I had gotten that video done, I was like, okay, I need to hurry up and get this out. It's been weeks since I put out a video. I need to get my Truly Bedrock series going. And then I'm going to use some of the footage on that intro video and use it for my AlphaCraft video. So I've done like half the work. I got this. And I forgot one simple little mechanism that I'm plagued with. Some of y'all might experience this as well. Yeah, you know what happens? If I take my focus off of one thing, it is a monumental task to get back on focus. So it's almost like if I set a task before me, I need to finish that task. And then once that task is done, I can move on to the next one. So I kind of overextended myself. Not like in a sports way where I like pulled a tendon or something. More metaphorical than anything else. But yeah, I kind of overextended. And so I kind of wore myself out and had to get myself back up to motivation speed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to go ahead and finish off the video. So long and short of it is I've finally gotten the animation and the video rendered. I just have to upload it tonight. Hey you, how you doing up there? You want to come down and get smacked? Come here. I'll put you out of your misery. There we go. Pulled a brain muscle. Focus. What's that? Hey, look, a distraction. Yeah. Just go back and watch the beginning of the stream to now. You can see just in that short amount of time. Distractions are kind of my thing. But yeah, I've managed to finally get that episode done. I've managed to get some cameos put into it at the end. I'm really happy the way it turned out. Found some really good music to go with it, and it just... So some of y'all might... I know Aletha and Dadcraft will be able to identify with this. I don't know who else here does what's the word I'm looking for? Not commentary. Content. There's the word. I can English. I swear I can. I went to school. Can't wait to see it, Piggy. Oh, well, that's the beauty. It'll be out tomorrow. I just have to upload it tonight and get the thumbnail and everything going, and it'll be out tomorrow for everybody to see. Now, it's going to be a little bit of a shorter video. I think it's only like 12 or 14 minutes long, but it was one of those deals where I started recording it, and this is what I was getting at earlier as a content creator. One of the things, like making content, depending on how you do it, okay? Some episodes are, some episodes aren't, but as a general rule, making 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, pardon me, making content can be very stressful, especially depending on what you're trying to accomplish, and if you've got a set schedule of what you're working on, it can just wear you out, stress you out, and it comes and goes. So you have to find things to keep you motivated sometimes so that you'll keep making content. Just making the content alone is not going to keep you going every time. So for me, I love the editing process. Like in a former or later life, whichever, I could probably be just as happy being an editor for like a TV show or for movies or something like that. Just seeing different pieces come together. Like, I love puzzles. I've loved puzzles since I was a little kid. And I feel like in some ways it's kind of the way it is. You create these pieces as moments that you film, and then you start piecing them together, and you start adding elements like music and effects. And yes, I know, in the middle of me talking, this is going to happen every time. It's just going to get annoying. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. Yes, PP Zerk, the thumbnail. That was a great joke. That was awesome. I loved it. For any of y'all that don't know, just go check Dadcraft's Twitter stream account thing, whatever. Yeah. And enjoy a dad joke. But yeah, just that whole process of creating content, I love it. It is so much fun. It gets me through any stressful moment that I encounter as a content creator. Whether YouTube is messing me over with its new rules, or, you know, just whatever goal maybe I've set for myself is not working out right, or you... Oh, there goes my phone alarm. Shut up, phone. I'm talking here. But yeah, just, you know, whatever current thing is happening that's going to try and discourage you, because that's just a part of life. Life is going to be that way. There's nothing you can do about it. You got to find those little moments of happiness that keep you going. So in piecing together the AlphaCraft season 3 episode 1 video, I had some different elements and pieces, and I started working on putting them together, adding some sort of dramatic music to it, and it just really came together. I mean, I'm usually not one really given for emotion. I mean, it's not like I'm emotionless, but it takes a lot for me to kind of like emotionally react to things. And it was just one of these moments where watching all these different elements that I built with the music all come together, and the story that I was trying to tell, it just kind of, it got me a little teary-eyed. I didn't take a picture of it. There is no proof, and I'll erase this footage as soon as I shut off this thing. So, but yeah, it got me a little emotional. I was like, oh, this is so cool how this worked out. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. So it was one of those deals where once I got all it pieced together and I looked at the length of the video, I'm like, wait a minute. This is only 12 minutes long. I don't put out 12-minute long videos. Usually my videos are minimum 20 minutes. 12 minutes just seems kind of odd. And then I had to have this internal struggle with myself and finally come to the realization, you know what, Piggy? Don't worry about the length of time. Does the video you created serve the purpose you want it to? And at the end of the day, it was like, yes, it did. And so I was very happy with it, happy with the way it turned out, the tone that it sets for what that season is going to be. So pretty much all I have to do is get it uploaded and ready to go. That'll be out tomorrow. And then day after tomorrow will be my Truly Bedrock episode 4. I've already gotten that one done. I just got to film one more segment for the end of it, and then it should be out. And then after that, on Friday, will be the glorious return of the MHC. Yes, I can't believe that Dadcraft said he wanted to come back for more, but he did. So we decided to film an MHC this month. It was a whole lot of fun to film. We've actually managed to get the whole thing filmed. And so that episode will be coming out on Friday. And for those of y'all that are watching the channel, if you're enjoying that series, it'll be out Mondays and Fridays for this whole month. There you go. So let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Look at that. Like a pro. And then, so what I'm working on right now is actually not this coming up Truly Bedrock episode, but I'm working on the episode right after that. So, if you've been watching that series and you don't want spoilers, I'm not necessarily going to do anything on camera today that's going to, like, show where I'm going with things. You're the same way with writing, Royal? And you know what, Royal? I'm going to be honest. You have done all that work building up that... I'm taking a drink of water. That's why my character's not doing anything. You've done all that work to write that story for AlphaCraft, and I know even Frill like set up an audiobook thing for it. I have yet to to look that thing over. I apologize because I know you sent that to me some time back, and I said I would look at it, and so dyslexia is something that runs in my family, and I don't think I have dyslexia. Like, I don't look at words and see them backwards and stuff. My brother has it. That was fun, and I say that very facetiously. That was a fun little experiment to go through early in life for him, to for us to discover what it was that was causing his bad grades and his difficulty in school. And I tell you what, this is one of those things, like, I've had other events like this happen in life. You ever have, like, something in your life that is just like a thorn in your side, and you're trying to tell everyone around you, I'm doing my best, but I don't know why I can't succeed in fill in the blank. Like, maybe some people are not good with numbers. They're not good with math. Well, why are you failing your math class? Well, I'm giving it my all. I just suck at math. I mean, that's the simple, easy answer. And unfortunately, when you're young, parents have a very hard time of discerning between it, or is the kid saying this because they don't want to do their homework, or is there a legit problem? That is probably, let's see here. I need to turn this into cobbled. That's probably the biggest hurdle, because I have a child that has grown and since moved out of the house, so I can honestly tell you from years of parenting, that was listen to the audiobook. Yeah, that's what I'm going. That's where I'm going with it. Wait, you said, no, you aren't the only one. Wait till the end and frills can work as oh, okay, cool. But yeah, having raised a child to adulthood, I can tell you probably the biggest hurdle was knowing when they're telling you the truth and knowing when they're trying to weasel out of something. That makes it so difficult. Kids, if you just wouldn't lie to your parents, it'd make things so much easier. I know it would stink because usually when you're lying, it's self-preservation, but But anyway, so my brother, he struggled for years with stuff, and then when he finally found out that my mom finally figured out he had dyslexia, it was like night and day. It was amazing. He got the help he needed to figure out how to read, how to understand information, how to process it. And I want to say a week or two ago, I got a text from him. He has since completed his master's. He has a master's degree. So pretty amazing that once he was able to find that stumbling block and get it out of his way, what he has managed to do with his life's pretty impressive. So, like I said, I don't think I have any kind of dyslexia per se, but I do have this weird thing where it's like, if I try to read things visually, I can read no problem. I just don't like reading. It's so hard for my brain to convert what I'm reading into a word and then convert those words into imagery and make use of it in my head. I get so bogged down with that whole process that basically what ends up happening is I kind of zone out, and then I realize I'm like 6 or 7 paragraphs down the page from where I started. I can't remember anything I read. I've like started daydreaming or thinking about what I was reading, and it's drugged me off into some other rabbit trail. So I find for my own self, I've figured out over the years, if I can find an audiobook for something on YouTube, it's like night and day. So really all I did was I just had to find out what was the optimal way that my brain wanted to input information. And once I found that methodology, use that manner, and then all of a sudden I'm not zoning out and missing out on information anymore. If only I'd known that in school, right? That would have been amazing. But yeah, so that's the long-winded way of saying, now that Frill has turned it into an audiobook, I think I don't have any more excuses. And so probably in my spare time, like when I'm working on, I'm doing Silk Touch. I don't want to do that. In my spare time, when I'm working on things off camera, I'll probably fire that up and give it a good listen. If anything, just out of respect for you taking the time to compile something like that. It always amazes me, different communities, people that have different talents. Like, here I am, from my perspective, okay? I'm not talking about from y'all's perspective. I know different people have different ways of looking at it. But from my perspective, honestly, all I'm doing is hitting record on my computer and just goofing off and having fun playing a game and then turning it into a video and fingers crossed hoping there's somebody out there that enjoys watching it. That's really my perspective at the end of the day, what I'm doing. So taking that perspective into account, when I turn around and see somebody has like drawn fan art of my character doing something, or they're like watching one of my videos, like I've really started to try and turn my videos more into storytelling than a show and tell. Like the old school way of doing Let's Plays was, I'm going to build this thing. Watch me build it. There, I built it. What do you think? Tell me in the comments. And I've done that for years, and I've kind of morphed into, hey, let's try and turn this more into like a story, which I'm going to be honest with you, has been very liberating in a sense as a content creator, because I can build things at my own pace, because now I'm just treating them like sets. The episode itself is not about what I'm building. What I'm building is a set piece for what I want to film. It has taken so much pressure off of making videos. It's ridiculous. Let's see here. We'll just put a piece of dirt right there. But when I turn around and see somebody's like hyped about a story I'm telling, or they're drawing some picture about some, or they're writing a song or a poem, I mean, just whatever way they like to express themselves, it's very touching to see something that I see as just this little thing that I'm doing for fun is affecting another person enough to inspire them to want to do something. Very humbling. That's probably the best word for it. So, CJ RV Williams. Howdy, Pigglesworth. Welcome for making those videos. Always fun to watch. Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm glad that you enjoyed them. But yeah, it just, you know, it's one of those deals where, like, I don't think I'll ever get to this point. But it's just one of those deals where it's like you don't ever want to get to the point where you take any of your, in this context, any of your subscribers, but you could take that into a larger context. Say you're a teacher, your students, say you're some kind of a mentor, like at a church or some kind of club for like boy-girl club or something like that. Just not endorsing or not endorsing any of these groups. I know very little about those groups. But just, you know, you're in some kind of leadership role or whatever, and you have people that are interacting with you or looking up to you, that you never, ever take for granted those people that are following you for whatever reason it may be. It could be as simple as you've been giving a managerial position where you work, and so now you have subordinates. You have employees that look up to you for leadership and guidance, whether it be just as simple as, you know, you're the one involved in making sure their vacation gets set up right, or they get their paycheck, or, you know, the hours that they got to work coordinates with what they're able to do. Just never take those positions for granted. Always be humble in having them, and just, you know, realize what it is you have. I'm kind of losing my train of thought. I apologize. I hope that all makes sense. Oh, we need to convert this. Let's see here. Let's go and convert that to redstone blocks. So I'm going to... I don't think I have enough for a full run. Let's see here. I mean, it's starting to pile up a little bit. We can make a full run. Why not? But yeah, so what I'm working on here is what's going to end up being an episode 5 for Truly Bedrock. And you may be able to figure out partially what I'm up to. But I'm trying my best not to do anything that that really gives away exactly what's going on. I can guarantee you this. I'm trying to work out a collab with one person for this episode, and if I can swing it, we're going to get to do something. And so you're definitely not going to know what that's about. Oh no, we had 2 more bots get banned. Well, darn. So PP Zerk, is this kind of a normal thing now that you've got to ban bots? Like, do they just show up and wreak havoc like every stream? Because if so, me being the troll I am, Sloyan life hack when transporting Vindicators. Oh no, I can't see the chat. I've moved in. Run. Oh. Oh my gosh. Let's see. I'm dyslexic. I lose my place to the point I get so frustrated that I give up reading. I have to have the computer read it back multiple times to proofread, but listening to the audio book version, I get wrapped up in my own story and I know what happens. At the end, I realized what had happened and it really brought it to... Oh, cool. You're a musician, so very well said on the audience thing, Piggy. Awesome. Or is it just CJ or CJRV Williams? I'll just say CJ. I think CJRJ Williams every time will probably eat up about a tenth of the stream. But yes, CJ, I'm a musician as well, so I know exactly what you mean. I played music for praise and worship team at a church I went to years ago for well over a decade. And while the mentality, you should not have the mentality they're an audience and you're a performer, all that stuff. We went through all those kind of things. But yeah, just that whole same thing of realizing the position you're in, realizing that people are spending their time to be there with you for whatever event is going on and not taking that for granted. Respecting the audience. Pardon me. Hello, little muffin. How are you doing? Let's see here. Just smack these down. So some of y'all know where this is at. Let's see here. I didn't see where Zerk responded. Okay, so I don't know. I don't know if having to ban bots all the time is a normal thing or what. But if it is, if I start to notice a pattern, I'm going to tell you this. If I start to notice a pattern, we're going to have to come up with some fun way to troll bots. Even if they're not sentient, even if they have no idea what's going on, still figuring out a way to troll them, or at least have a little pity party or something whenever they get banned. Could be fun. Although, I don't know, that might encourage people to start making bots just to trigger those events. I might have to rethink that. I might end up trolling myself with my own troll. So let's see here. 2, 4, 6, 3, 4. Okay. This is where I'm going to get messed up. I'm going to be talking and not paying attention to what I'm doing. And I might end up messing up on this. So let's see here. 2 stacks of tough. I can remember where all this stuff is. He's got stuff all kind of scatterbrained in here. Okay, there's the tough. 2 for 1 dumb. Here's the only thing I can figure out. Y'all, yes, bots hang out in streams. Okay, and it's a normal thing. Troll the troll. So y'all tell me if you think this is true. I have a feeling Zloy used Russian letters on these, not because he's Russian, not because he couldn't remember the word calcite. Zloy is very good at using English as a second language. Actually, my wife and I talk about it often. Zloy is quite impressive in not only understanding the English language, but understanding cultural significance of things enough that his humor and creativity shines through in a language that's not his own. It's always impressed me. Let's see here. That, and we'll get 2. I think that's all the tough I have. But what I think he did was he put these words on here so that somebody can't come over here and break this sign and change the price. Like, I could break that and make it say 64 equals 2 dumb. And here's why I say this. Zloy's a troll. And I'm a troll. I identify with that. I know exactly what that means. And usually whatever you are, subconsciously, you have a tendency to suspect others are as well. Because that's your perception of life. That's how you see things. So you're going to default to thinking that's how other people are going to do stuff. So Zloy, being a troll, is going to automatically suspect that others are going to want to troll. And what better way to troll Zloy than to change all his prices? So I think that's his safety mechanism to keep people from breaking his store. Okay, let's see here. Oh, that does add up to a stack. Awesome. Okay. So, yeah, pretty much what I've been doing. And I think... I'm trying to remember. I think it's like I need to do 7 or 8 streams, and they need to be a certain amount of time. And so I think what I'm going to try and do is do some streaming to see if I can get to affiliate, and then I can be involved with a Truly Bedrock weekend thing. Not that I don't think you have to have that as a prerequisite, but I've been advised, if you're going to go through with it, it would probably be a good idea. Go ahead and get affiliated. Then you can have all the bells and whistles. I mean, I guess I could go to the dollar store and buy some bells and whistles, but that would probably get annoying for everybody. So we can't do that. You can't do that, Piggy. You'll run the audience off by trying to troll them. It just won't work. So let's see here. I don't think I have enough granite. So, oh, that's wonderful. Yeah, I'm really big on respecting the dignity of people, whether it's within the performer-composer relationship, performer-listener relationship, etc. Always wonderful to hear others say similar things. Sloy is very, very good about that stuff. Yes. You love the bells and whistles. Uh-oh. Did I just... Oh, okay, it stayed in my inventory. So let's see here. Let's go through here. Do I have any granite? No, no granite. You can't take it for granted. Oh, that joke never gets old. Let's see here. Basalt. I think basalt is full. I think basalt is one of those things, 2 for 1. Okay. Basalt's one of those things where you can make like a factory. And so somebody took it upon themselves to just make a basalt factory and go ahead and get all the dumb for that. That was a dumb idea, I tell you. There you go. There's a paradox. Was it really a dumb idea, Piggy? Was it? They got all that dumb. Let's see here. So I do have diorite. Go ahead and dump that in there. Oh my gosh. I didn't bring... I guess that's all the raw copper I had. If I have other copper, I didn't bring it with me. So let's see here. Diorite. Looks like it's full. Oh, the puns. You don't even know. I'm quite a punny guy, I must say. Which is funny because if you write it out, it looks like you're saying you're puny. I'm not puny. I'm not. I'm just a little pig. So let's see here. That's not a bad haul. 14 dumb. We're just going to keep converting this. We're just going to go for broke, I tell you. And not broke for me. We're going to try and see if we can break Zloy. Okay, so this... 1, 2, that'll get us 16. 2, 3, that'll get us 16. Okay, good. That's going to get us all 3 of those. Now, some of y'all, I hope, play Bedrock. Maybe y'all can answer this. This has been driving me insane. So in Java, I can hold down on Shift, and I can grab this and double-click on a piece of granite, and it will move all the granite from one inventory to another, like from a shulker box into my personal inventory back and forth. But that shortcut does not work in Bedrock. Is there a similar shortcut in Bedrock that I could use that would let me move stuff quickly in bulk? I expect many dumb puns coming into this stream. Glad to not be disappointed. You're not able to do that in Bedrock. Well, tartar sauce. Come on, Mojang. What are we doing with our life? You guys are coding in it. Oh, here's the other thing. You don't believe it does because they need to keep it usable for mobile players. Okay, that makes sense. Too bad there wasn't some kind of a thing that you could do that would make it comparable on a mobile device. Let's see. Oh, so here's a spoiler. If you don't want to see a spoiler, turn away. Look at all the dumb I've collected. You get out of here. No, my dumb. This is mine. And look, I'm putting it in here for safekeeping. That's my wallet. You stay out of it. And he's staring at my sign. I want you to see this. Do you see those gears working? Do you... Let me just straighten him out real quick. Do you see the little bit of smoke coming out from underneath his helmet? That's what it looks like when a troll is working out something. Ozo. Yes, ozone. That's what it is, Loy. You can trade for ozone. This ancient debris, do I just cook it and it gives me an ingot? And then I use that netherite ingot to make my tools? Like, I kid you not. See, there he goes. See what he's doing? He's shameless. Like, in front of me. He's already. What is this? I guess it's supposed to be a W. It gives you scrap. Counterfeiting? No, no counterfeiting. Cook it and you get scrap. Then combine 4 scraps with gold to get... Oh my gosh. That's ridiculous. So I technically only have 1 netherite ingot available to me, right? Use 4 gold and 4 scrap to make an ingot. Learn to play, please, Piggy. Wow. That's what you're around for, Dadcraft. That's what I got you around for. You help me learn how to play Minecraft. So let's see here. I think... Yeah, we can go and put this back in here, too. Or wait. Cobble deep slate, granite. Oh, leave the dumb. Leave the dumb, take everything else. I don't need... Let's leave this here, and I don't need that because we're okay with trees. I think I'm good on everything else. And I've been on this server now, or this iteration of the server now for, I want to say at least a month, maybe a little bit longer. And it's been such a habit of running back and forth in the overworld. Like today, I finally sat down and built myself a nether portal. So, yeah, now I have to fight the urge to want to make the long run. The next urge is going to be when I finally get my lazy butt to using the elytra that was given to me. Mainly, I don't use it right now because I don't have rockets. But fighting the urge to use a nether tunnel when I could just fly over there. Let's see here. No, it gives you use 4. Okay, I read that. And thanks, Neon. I hate grinding for it. I've forgotten the recipe. Yeah, Hey, Beardstone, how you doing? What's going on, buddy? A waste of a perfectly fine Destiny lore YouTuber. What is Destiny? Is he making fun of my sign? Who knows? Half of the jokes that Zloy says go right over my head because he's just young enough. He'll reference things that I have no idea what they are. Okay, southeast. There we go. Nobody needs to be. Nobody needs to be what? Oh, I'm going to read chat and run right past my portal. Is Lloyd listening to what I'm saying? Did I go through the portal? Oh my gosh. There we go. Well, that was weird. Is there a way you can click a button and see who's watching your stream? I need to see. Is there a way I can find out who's a lurking? I don't think there is. But people don't be calling out lurkers. Nobody needs to be a Destiny lore YouTuber. I still have no idea what he's talking about. I know there's a game called Destiny. It was supposed to be like the new big thing, the next thing to kill off Call of Duty and Halo and whatnot, and I downloaded a free copy, played it for a few minutes, and got bored with it. I was like, all right, I'm done. Just not my cup of tea. I like Call of Duty kind of games for sure, but for some reason that game just didn't resonate with me. Yes, there is users in chat. I guess if I click the chat button? I don't know. Hey, Pigglesworth, you're streaming. Yay. Hey, Diver Cat, how are you doing? Yeah. What I was going to say, you're just salty about newer RVSBC. See? There he goes. He's talking about, he might as well be talking in Russian to me right now. I have no idea what he's saying. Oh my gosh. Doing well, thanks. Just sorting dinner, so in and out will be lurking. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for showing up, sir. Much appreciated. But yeah, I was going to say, if somebody is lurking, don't bother calling them out. I really don't like when people do that. Because it's like, not necessarily because you're like exposing that there's somebody there. It's very convenient for no one but me. No one has any idea, not iodea, what you are talking about. Oh, Phipps, welcome. Or A-Phipps. I think Stellar J. Hello, welcome. Yes, welcome. Welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for showing up. Let's see here. So just sort all this junk out. Okay, that was the stone chest. Well, that's just status quo. Oh, that's the stone chest. Okay, so we'll put our copper in here. And just dump this stuff. Some of this, probably some of this stuff I just need to bother throwing away. Let's do this. We'll put cobbled deep slate in here. Because I know there's significant amount of cobbled deep slate that can still get get taken over. We'll just dump the raw copper in there for right now. So, but yeah, not so much that I'm too concerned about like somebody's trying to hide or somebody, trying to be low key or whatever. It's more like I know from my own experience, if I'm lurking in a stream, it's probably because I'm trying to do something else. Case in point, like making dinner. So if somebody starts trying to type to you in chat or whatever, you just can't even react to it because you don't even see it. And so people, suspect, like I would hope normal people would suspect you're just, since you're not interacting with chat, that you're probably not looking at chat. But the problem is that in the digital world, there are all types of personality types and all types of ages, all types of cultural differences. There's just too many factors. And so it just seems better, what's the word I'm looking for? Kosher is not really the right word. Just etiquette. It seems better etiquette that if somebody's not really reacting in stream, just be happy they're listening. Just be happy they're there. If they want to be acknowledged, if they want to interact, they'll definitely type something in chat and let you know. So that's kind of my rule of thumb, how I like to play it. No interaction necessary. Yes, lurkers are the low-key MVPs of Twitch. And hey, that's true, Diver Cat. Okay, I'm on a scale of 1 to 10. I'm like a 9.5 on the introverted scale, which I know doesn't come off as far as like when you're listening to me talk in streams or in video. But in real life, like my normal job that I do, I sit in an office, I work on AutoCAD, I've got earbuds in, and I'm just listening to videos and music all day long, and it's glorious. I don't answer phones. I don't have to talk to other people. Like, there's 2 other guys that work with me. I have an immediate boss, and then we have another guy in the office that's more of a newer guy, so he's kind of learning what I do, so that we can diversify and have more than one person doing that job. But we're all very kind of like non-chatty people. So it's just beautiful. You go to work, you say hi, good morning. If you have a funny joke you want to tell each other or just questions about the job, no problem. But other than that, everybody just kind of keeps to themselves. Oh, it's great. So yeah, there are times where it's just like, and I'll be honest with you, I think that's why for years I really haven't gotten back into streaming, because when I come home from work, I do stuff like what we're watching right now, completely mundane things that you would never want to film that are perfect content for a stream. But there's just something about coming home, turning on some music, and just quietly sitting and just kind of unwinding from the day. Love it. Like the concept and idea of going to a party or going to a club or going to a concert where there's a whole bunch of people, zero appeal to me. If I'm going to a concert, it's because I really enjoy the band and I just want to see them performing live. So, Neon Traveler, Lurk, need to make PB&J. Oh, okay, no problem. You go make that PB&J. What kind of jelly? Uh-oh, see, there I asked a question, and he's lurking. Now I can't answer the question. Piggy, you're breaking your own rules, buddy. You're going to cause a riot. So let's see. I need to climb up there. See, I made the mistake of making this 1 block deeper than what your character can reach. And now I'm just neurotic enough that if I don't dig it out where the whole roof at least stays level, it's going to drive me absolutely batty. The things I cause to myself. The problems I cause myself. Like the whole surface above that I've been working on, it's practically all filled in. It's solid. And I wasted about a week getting netherrack and just other junk and backfilling everything to cover it up. And then Zloy came over and he's like, "What are you doing? Here, do it this way." And he showed me like a quick and easy way of doing it. And I'm like, "Thank you, Zloy. You just saved me from myself." PPZerk banned Commander Root. I guess that's another bot. So answer me this. What would any one person in the world gain by having a bot? Like, what's the point? Is this some kind of challenge that you program this thing that control people? Like, I get trolling, okay? Trust me, I understand that. Is it just somebody's, like, having fun with being a troll by creating some kind of a digital operative that does things for them? Like, I don't get it. What did they accomplish? I mean, I would presume maybe some of the bots could be nefarious, like viruses or trying to get personal information, or maybe just somebody likes to harass. I mean, I don't fully understand what you gain by it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like in my life, I'm thinking I've only got so many waking hours in the day. So if I'm going to do something, even if it's goofing off, it kind of needs to be at least like somewhat productive. If anything, just to like give somebody a laugh and make their day. But I presume that sitting around and creating some kind of an automated bot takes a little bit of time and work. You don't just like wake up in the morning and think to yourself, I'd like to have a bot, and it just appears. Like, there's probably got to be some effort involved. So why would somebody bother to take the time to put the effort into creating a bot? That's what I don't get. Let's see here. Who knows, honestly? There are a lot of potential reasons. Uh-oh. Are we asking the question of life? Is that how complex this is? I don't understand. There must be a monetary gain somewhere for it. Zerk says, some gather information, some come by to post in the channel, some are unknown. Divercat says maybe they're making and selling them on the dark web like they do with ransomware. I mean, that's possible. But here's the thing. That means somebody's spending money on the bot. So, if y'all hear that noise, it's me moving my microphone. I mean, I'm kind of a tightwad with my money. I'm not just going to go blow my money on some stupid bot for no reason. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm going to buy this thing, it better be collecting bitcoins for me or something. I mean, there needs to be a return. What is this? Oh, it's just a regular block. Okay. What? Get out of here. Come on. Oh, I reached the end of my tunnel. Okay, come here. You get out of here. You're doing nothing but causing me grief. Causing me trouble. And then, yeah, I think this long tunnel right here is dark. So, okay, spider, come here. You get dealt with. I wanted this torch mainly is what I was coming up here for. We'll get that. Okay, and then I need to go through and open up the roof on this so I can tear up some more. How's my inventory doing? That's not too bad. I think I can make the trek back, and that would pretty much fill up my inventory. So, Jesse, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? How's life treating you? I must say that that structure that you're building over near where I'm setting up camp, literally, is coming along quite nicely. I'm very amazed at how quickly it's getting constructed. I won't say anything because I don't know if I don't know how much people know about it, so I don't want to give something away. Let's see here. Oh, there's some emerald here. Look at that. I'm just collecting that stuff. Like, I'm not going to convert it into regular emeralds because that's easy to do. You can just start trading with villagers. I can't remember if I've had this discussion in my Discord, maybe on Twitter. And I don't know this for certain, but I highly suspect that the emerald ore block is the rarest block in Minecraft. Am I wrong about that? I've got at least Dadcraft in chat, and I know Dadcraft likes to one-up me whenever he can. So if he doesn't know this answer, I highly suspect he has a bot that's scouring the internet right now and is looking up to find out the answer, just so he can put me in my place. Pix would be proud? Yeah. I was actually momentarily on a server with him called Decidedly Vanilla quite a few years ago. And I remembered that about him. He was very, I think what it was is it was his favorite block was emerald ore. Or emeralds, one or the other, I can't remember. But he had built like this well, this wishing well, that you could toss your emerald ore into, and it would give you some kind of reward out of it. I remember that about him. Let's see here. Okay, that is cobbled. And that's just... Okay, so let's swap these out. No, not that. Not like that, Piggy. Let's see here. I believe emerald ore is the rarest generated block in the game. The rarest block is your head. See? I told you Dadcraft would come up with something. It's close to it, if not. And deep slate emerald is even... Oh, I didn't think about that. Now that we've got these different iterations of blocks because of the depth, you're right. Deep slate emerald ore might actually be the rarest. Let's see. I'm going to stop what I'm doing real quick. I could swear I have some of that. Let's see. Nothing here. I know it's not in there. Let's go up top and take a look. Sila's here. Diver Cat. Uh-oh. Why? What are they up to? What do they do? Are they known for trouble? Hey, Dadcraft. Dadcraft. Go cook some ribs or something for a second, okay? Don't be watching the stream. You don't need to see this. You don't need to know nothing about this. Okay, if you want to look now, you can, because you have no idea where I am. Oh, crap. There's coordinates on the screen. Go back to cooking those ribs. It might be raining outside. Look! I have one. I have one deep slate emerald ore. Awesome, awesome. Okay, let's go back to digging. I was digging. Oh, man. I don't know how long I've been... Let's see here. I'm safe for now. Hop on down here. I can't remember what was the command. Dadcraft, help me with the commands. I got 5 indicators, and they all have Tiz Tom's name on them. Let's see. Was it uptime? Oh, look. I figured it out. I've been streaming for an hour and 2 minutes. Okay, awesome. Awesome. I'm going to try and see if I can get 2 hours today. And then I've got, I think it's 7. Oh, no, I'm doing the Silk Touch again. I think I got 7 more days after this. And so I'm going to try and stream in the evenings, like just an hour apiece. And then hopefully that'll get me all the requirements I need. And if anybody has subbed while this is going on, I apologize for not acknowledging it. I'm still having to get all the different like overlays and announcements and all that stuff set up. So, boo. Zloy, it is not October yet, buddy. Calm down. Depending on if they make any more changes in 118... or generation emerald deep slate, or may not generate after 117. Really? Huh. So if you have a world that you carry over or you update, finding a deep slate emerald block right now, if it's not in future versions, would you lose the block? Would it just disappear, or would it become one of those things that that you managed to find before they made it where it doesn't generate anymore? I wonder how that works. Let's see here. Which one of these? Was it this one? Okay, this one has andesite in it. So we'll dump this stuff in here. That, and that. Oh my gosh, I'm running out of space down here. I got so much junk. Every day this game is starting to feel more and more like modded. Like back in the day, you used to actually be able to carry a decent amount of stuff in your inventory, and now it's like, and don't get me wrong, I'm not complaining. I love having options, but there's so many options now, it almost gets overwhelming sometimes. So, the issue is that emerald generates higher up in the world than deep slate. Well, if that's the case, how did I end up with deep slate emerald ore? Or are you talking about the settings for 118? That might be what you're talking about. Because if I'm not mistaken, like Bedrock right here is at level 5. I think it's 118 is where Bedrock is going to be at like a negative Y level. I think. And the only reason I can come up why they did that, because at first I'm like, what? Why in the world are you making it a negative number? and then I kind of figured it out, or I think I figured it out. I think it has to do with backwards compatibility. If you have an older world, you're going to have Bedrock at this level, and they want to make it where it converts, and that Bedrock gets pushed down deeper. And so to keep from messing with all of the variables that have to do with where the X, Y, Z coordinates of stuff is at. Yeah, I see that little creeper sneaking around. I guess they just felt it would make more sense in however they've coded it to make that vertical value go into a negative. I mean, I could be completely wrong, but that's kind of what I'm suspecting is what they're up to. Yes, 118, the world size goes down negative as well as up past 256. Same with deep slate copper, it won't generate, but you can keep it once you get it. J1976, welcome to the stream. Thank you for stopping by. Mucho apreciado. So I'm going, and like most of the SMP servers pretty much like to reset whenever you go to a new version, especially something like 118 where terrain generation is going to be completely different. It would almost be a shame to lose the world you're working on in 117, but to get a smoother world generation, it's probably going to be better to just go ahead and start a new world. So that's what I suspect most SMPs are going to do. Let's dig this one back as well. And then we'll go down below and open that up. Piggy, do I have a Discord? Yes, I do. And I don't have that link set up. So here's, if you're interested in finding my Twitter, or if you're interested in... Oh, Zerk got it. Awesome. Thank you, Zerk. You're right, Dadcraft. They are on their game. I don't even know how you figured that out, but I appreciate it. Yeah, I was going to say you could go to my YouTube channel and check one of my videos, and down in the description it's got links to Twitter and it's got links to Discord and stuff. I'll try and get all those commands set up for next stream. Oh, there I'm reading chat and I get snuck up on. Let's see here. Back to Silk Touch. There we go. Let's see here. Wait. Zerk being nice to CJ. Weird day. Uh-oh. Do you two have a little thing going on? A battle of the ages. Let's see here. Okay, we're safe. Sloy. Uh-oh. Oh my, what could cause Sloy to fall from a high place? Oh my gosh, I hope he's okay. Lulling you into a false sense of security, then it's Order 66 for you. Takes responsibility seriously. Yes, and that's what you need in a moderator. Somebody that knows what they're doing, is on their game, and also has a sense of humor. All those make really good moderators. Why do you ask? Well, because you need somebody who knows how to balance between somebody being a genuine jerk and somebody who's just having a little bit of fun and knowing how to rein them in and draw the line if they go overboard. Moderators are truly the unsung heroes of streaming. Let's see here. Oh, I'm starting to get thirsty. Man, I'm getting hungry too. I'm going to have to figure out what I got to make for dinner tonight. Oh, I just remembered. I think I have to go grocery shopping. That stinks. But yeah, we're just going to do this for a little bit longer. Just see how many of these blocks we can get. Just because we have got to get all the dumb on the server. That is my life's goal right now, is we have got to figure out how to get... And here's the thing. I suspect I'm probably going to have to get allies together in this cause. There is a lot of dumb floating around, and I don't necessarily know that I have got the time or ability to manage to collect all of the dumb. Like, this is taking quite a bit of time. I would say clearing out these blocks, about an hour's worth of work, is getting me about a stack of dumb, which is going to be 16 books. Last I checked at the dumb bank, it said something like there's 430 dumb in circulation. And I haven't really done the math. Let's see here. So 100 stacks would be 160. 3 would be close to 480. So there's about 300 stacks of dumb in circulation. Now, hats off to Zloy. That's a lot of books to make. Piggy orders something in for dinner. I try to avoid doing that. We usually try to do that like maybe once every other week. For multiple reasons. One, the price of ordering food is absolutely ridiculous versus buying it. 2, it's usually healthier for you if you make it yourself. 3, I view cooking food as if I was making a song or drawing. It's a creative process for me. I love creating a meal. It's just, I find it fun. Some people do. It's weird, I know. And then over the years, I've found some pretty good YouTube channels. Is there something up? Oh, it's copper. Okay, I thought there was a creeper sitting up there waiting to follow me. Over the years, I've found some pretty good YouTube channels that have really great recipes that are not extremely difficult to make, although I feel like I'm starting to kind of get into that realm of now let's start trying to make some challenging food. You and your cheap shots, but I'm kind of starting to get to the point where it's like I go to a restaurant and I eat something and I'm like, I could have made this way better, or I make this way better. So I'm just becoming a food snob apparently, but you know, it's just like if we're gonna get something order out, you come down here and face the music like a real man or real skeleton, whatever it is you are. Get down here. Wait, hope to catch you again soon, Piggy. Looking forward to seeing you stream when you're able. Thank you so much, CJ, for stopping by. I appreciate it. So it's probably closer to thousands of books. Wow. Yeah, I may need to get some allies in this cause. I don't know if I could do that. Liera is raiding with a, what does it say? A party of 65. Oh my gosh. That's the best I got. I have nothing set up for raids. Oh my gosh. Oh, thank you. Hey everybody, welcome. Welcome. Awesome. Just come on in. Have yourself a sit down. Mucho apreciado. Wait, Zloy says what? Why the black? Oh, because Zloy, I set this up for playing Satisfactory with you. And I have yet to figure out what button I need to push or change to make this thing behave accordingly. Probably after this stream later on this afternoon, I'm going to look at doing some tweaks and figuring out what in the world is going on with my setup and how can I improve it. Yeah, that's the word I was looking for. Thank you so much, everybody. This is awesome. Thank you, Liera. Don't hide your recap captions. It's a... Oh. Okay, I think I'm safe for the moment. Let me see if I can scroll up and read some of this. We got so much chat coming in here. Let's see here. Hello, Faraday Triangle. And then there's Loy. Hey, Zloy. Jelly Rose Pink. Okay, hello. Tainat the Ghost. I think that's what that says. Just going to try and... Marco Zeta. Welcome. Anyone else? B8 Ron? Bait Ron? I don't know how... When you do set up sound alerts, that needs to be the raid alert. Oh my gosh, yeah, that would be awesome. Peregrine 78, I think that's how you say that. Nobody get upset if I say your name wrong. I do apologize. It's not the sharpest tech in the drawer when it comes to pronouncing things like that. Doot. Your name is Rose. Okay. Here's the thing. I'm good with faces, horrible with names. So I will have to be corrected on your name probably 10 times before it actually sticks. There is an unfortunate event that had happened. There was one viewer I had for, gosh, I want to say close to a year, was actually in my Discord, would leave comments. I would comment in video reacting to them, and no matter how hard I tried, oh, my inventory's full. No matter how hard I tried, all I would ever do is mess up their name. It was terrible. Peregrine, okay. Calm Shiguar, welcome. Neon Traveler, welcome. Alice's mom, welcome. Thank you all so much. Greatly appreciated. So awesome to see all these new faces. Probably not new to Twitch. It's probably going to be more my fault. I've just not been, I'm just not twitchy. I guess I am now, but let's see here. I just need to convert. Some of this I just need to throw away. Quit being a pack rat, Piggy. Quit carrying around every little bit of junk that you find. You're on a server with other people, and there are people able to help you get stuff or sell you things if you really need it. See, sometimes you just have to talk yourself off of the ledge that you refuse to step down from. Come here, we don't need these. I'll hold on to those arrows. Why not? Let's dump this junk over here. Just don't get so close that we pick it all back up. Oh, let's see here. I think that's... Yeah, I don't need that string for now for certain. And then we'll just lay out this ore and go ahead and break it up and convite it. Convite it, I say. And I'm really torn. Like some of this deep slate stuff, I'm on the fence. Do I want to keep it or not? I can't think of anything to build with it as is. So I'm just going to go ahead and convert it for now. Why not, right? Make ovens. Why make ovens? Would be a much harder dilemma if the server wasn't like 80% enablers. Yeah, really. I'll get to know you in time. Yes, I hope so. Hope to do a lot more streaming. So hopefully I'll get back into the habit of recognizing repeat offenders that show up in the stream and starting to actually memorize pronunciations. So much gravel. You know what? I think there is a slot for gravel. We could go ahead and do that as well. I can't really say what I'm up to right this second because a certain someone is sneaking around in the stream. So we're just going to have to leave it at that. But yeah, we're going to keep working hard at this. Wait, I can smelt things in the oven. That is true. Who's the 20% that's not an enabler? I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know so much that I'm an enabler. I consider myself more of an encourager. But I don't know if that falls into the same category of what Zloy's trying to get at. See here. Yeah, I could cook some of this stuff, but actually what I'm up to, I need at least the copper to stay in ore form. But other than that, I guess I could be cooking stuff. But I'll do that later. I'll have to set up. Like, I don't have a regular source of fuel set up, and I don't have, like, with all these ores and stuff, or metals, I'd probably want to cook it in a smelter. And it just... I'll do it later. But good suggestion. Thank you very much. Oh no, somebody else got banned. Shucks darn. Oh, message showed up on screen. I don't know if that showed up in stream or not. I don't think it did. Let's see here. Dump the... Do I have a spot for tough? No. We'll just dump tough in there. Okay. Also, don't forget to destroy the original block. What do you mean the original block? Or block the copper? Oh, you mean like let's see here. Where is it? Like this stuff. Convert it into that kind of block? That's a good suggestion. I keep forgetting that's a feature. Now, the only... let's go and convert these as well. That can stay. That can convert. The only downside is, so, like, say you've got less than a stack of ores. Let's see, where did it go? Okay, so say I've got less than a stack of ores. Right now, it takes 2 slots, one for the ore and one for the blocks. So when you have a low amount, that's actually kind of counterproductive. But you're right. I mean, if I'm going for the gold and I mean, literally right here. If I'm going for the gold and I'm trying to collect a bunch of this stuff, it really is a good idea to stay in the habit of turning that stuff into blocks whenever possible. Why did I not see the redstone thing? There we go. I kid you not. There's just these little nuances about Bedrock that I still am slowly having to get used to. We'll dump that in there, that and that. Why do I not have a spot for gold in here? That's weird. Oh well. Let's see here, and let's go ahead and we'll shift everything down one, right? You're new to Minecraft? Oh, okay. Well, welcome to the Minecraft community. This game is a lot of fun, and it gets more fun all the time because one of the many things that I love about this game, or that I love about the company that made this game. Piggy, you are leaving copper in the ceiling that you could be collecting. Come on now. See, I got chastised myself sometimes for being a slacker. But yeah, one of the great things that I love about Mojang is once you buy the game once, they are continuously updating this game, and it is free access, which is just amazing. Now, what's really crazy is in the process of that happening, I want to say that I have ended up having to buy Minecraft between myself, my wife, and my son 5-6 times. So, I mean, they've got their money's worth. And what's funny is there's a lot of people I know that's kind of been the same ordeal. It's like you end up having to get multiple accounts for things. So, yeah. Welcome to the greatest game ever. It kind of is. You got your money's worth. I definitely got mine. They got the Pigglesworth, and I got the money's worth. See how that worked? It's funny. It's like I want to say that, yeah. I want to say that I have been playing this game getting close to 7 to 10 years, somewhere in that ballpark. Like, I think I've played this game about a year or two before I started YouTube, and I think my YouTube channel's about 7 years old. Who knows? I'm at the age now where it's like, you just really start losing track of time, so who knows how long it's been. But the bigger point that I'm trying to get at is I've played this game long enough that the things that it lets you do, and by that I mean it's very open-ended. You pretty much are allowed to just play the game the way you want. You collect blocks. You can build whatever you want. I mean, it's within the confines of the rules of the game. But it's extremely open world in what it lets you do. My inventory's not full. Then I stop and I go play something like, and don't riot, okay? Don't riot if you don't like this game. It's okay. We each have our own preferences in games. That happens. It's just like, I'm not going to get mad at you if you do or don't think that pineapple pizza is good. We won't discuss that. Okay, everyone settle down. But, so I go to play a game like Fallout. I won't even name which number. There, we'll keep the rioting to a minimum. How about that? So I go to play a game like Fallout, which has got quite a bit to it. It's a very open world, a lot of RPG elements, a lot of cool stuff you can do in it. But I just feel limited because it doesn't have as many options as Minecraft does. The ultimate sandbox game, yeah. Oh no, you brought pineapple up. You're not the only one at that age. Yeah, you have no idea. Infinite possibilities is exactly right. That's because I play the bad numbered Fallout. There it goes. But see, I didn't tell you which number, so you have no idea which number Fallout I played. So there, and I did that on purpose. The good ones don't have numbers. Oh, gosh. Is there any Fallout game that doesn't have a number? I think there's that mobile game they came out with that I actually tried to play, and I got it was just so blasted overwhelming. Like, I love a game where it starts out very simple and it teaches you a few, Fallout New Vegas. Okay, fair enough. And I have Vegas. I've not played it yet. I'm like really debating. I'll just go ahead and say it. I've played, Fallout Shelter. That's what it was. I've played 3 and 4. They weren't bad games. They were fun. It was just really long. And because I'm making Minecraft content, that kind of has a tendency to take up all my gaming time. So I've got all these other games floating around in the background that I've about half finished. And it just always comes back to, but buddy, you've got content to be making right now. You need to get back to that. So I just kind of lose my focus on one thing, focus on the other, and then forget where I was at in the game, and then have to start it all over again. What did he say? I have Vegas. I've not played it yet. I've watched Cleo play it through like twice. So, look at him. What's this? What are you doing? What are you up to? What in the world? What? So when you jump in it, it jumps? Oh, that's the craziest thing ever. That's a cool trick. I've never seen that before. Thank you, Neon Traveler. Thank you so much for stopping by. I really appreciate it. Have a from yeah, that's new info. Yeah, bouncy bed. I've never seen that. I don't quite know what he's trying to get me to do other than he just wants to show off something cool. Which is fair. I mean, I show up in his streams and I sneak around and put flowers everywhere. So, you know, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. But yeah, I played those two Vegases, and I mean, they were fun for what they were, but it just, there's always this little thing. I wanted you to hit your head, to be honest. Oh, and it didn't work, because I've managed to make this room just tall enough. So the troll got trolled from the troll. See how that works? But yeah, even if I'm really enjoying the game, even if the game's a lot of fun, there's always that little thing in the back of my mind going, but reality is Minecraft. That's what you've played for so long. And this game doesn't let you do what you want. So I'll be honest, I think it's why I always come back to this game and just... It's the least limiting game as far as letting you express yourself within a game as far as being a creative, if that makes sense. I mean, like I said before, yes, you are... Oh, there he goes. What's he doing? Let's just see if we can figure out what he's up to. What is he doing? You never know with this guy. Backrats, hey, haven't seen you in forever. How are you doing? It's not a game. It's a video. King Engine, this is so true. It's an environment for creating videos. It's its own game engine. Look at that. Although that's also what's ludicrous about... Wait, is there a name up there? I could have swore I saw a name. We're too far down. I don't think I could see a name on the surface. But yeah, that's the other thing about Minecraft is it is to where you can mod it and create adventure maps and stuff to the point that it's like it's its own environment to just let you do stuff. Oh man, he would have fallen, but he didn't. Oh, look at Sloy helping out. I think he's helping out. I don't know if he considers that helping or not. He doesn't know what I'm up to, so that's good. You should make a bunch of tools. Should I make a bunch of tools? Yes, you should make a bunch of tools. And I'm going to give you some advice. So when I first started playing this game, just realize you have no clue how to Instamine run. Okay, on purpose? No, I don't. But here's what I figured out. Somehow, in some way, shape, or form, if I do something a certain way, I've figured out that I can break blocks as fast as I'm running. Does it have to do with standing a certain distance? I think that's what it is. That's what I... No, see, because these blocks don't want to break that fast. But there was this one thing I was doing, kind of, or is there something slightly different? Java is icky? Well, you know, for some. I started out on Xbox, then here, this is how you do it. You let him tear up the blocks and you run next to him and collect them. It's like a harvester combine kind of setup. That's what that is. But yeah, I started on Xbox and I went over to Java because I got tired of waiting my turn on Xbox and realized I could play it on my own computer. And then I found out that computer had way more things in it than the Xbox version. Now, granted, this is years ago. This is before Bedrock version even existed, okay? And then Bedrock came out, and I just never really played it. And then I got invited to Truly Bedrock, and you kind of have to have Bedrock to play on Truly Bedrock. It's, you know, I mean, it's in the name. Come on, Piggy. What did you expect? Did you expect Dadcraft to make some kind of conversion tool for you so that you could somehow keep playing Java and Bedrock. It doesn't work that way. Oh, I see that sneaky creeper down there. Mm-hmm. But I'll be honest with you, having played both, I'm fine with both. Both versions are fun to play. They're essentially the same thing at the basic level, as far as the core what the game is. Mining at the reach is instant mine. Oh, okay. So that's probably what I was causing to happen, was starting to. Let's see here. But I don't think it works if the blocks are too high. I think you can only do it if the blocks are one high. That's what it seems like. Let's break this down to where I can just break one level and see. There's very little that's actually needed to make Minecraft fun. That's true. Oh, there we go. I guess I got to get it started and then start running. I don't know. Maybe it's just temperamental. There it goes. Maybe I'm aiming too high on the block. Maybe that's what it was. I don't know. But yeah, going back to what I was saying as far as tools. So I'll give you some advice so you don't make the same mistake that I did. So when I first started playing, I'm like, okay, I can use wood to make tools. Cool. Then after a little while, I figured out, oh, you can make tools out of cobble. Cool. And then I proceeded to dig an area larger than this out of the ground with cobble tools. And, you know, every couple of minutes I'm having to build new cobble tools. But all I ever did was use cobble tools. And then about a year or so later, one day my wife catches me playing and says, you do realize you can make diamond tools, right? And I'm like, what? What are you talking about? That was quite a game changer, I must say. And then another game changer was the day I realized that you could actually enchant said diamond tools. So, yes, tools are important. But make sure that you, when you're first starting out in your world, try as quickly as you can. You don't have to speed run it. I mean, you can enjoy the game and take your time. This is why I'm getting darkness. I need to make more light pillars in here. The day I realized I could get my children to do my mining for me. Yes. Let's see here. So it's every sixth block. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to come back and pillar up here in a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3, 4, 5, 6. 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3, 4, 5, 6. How much further? Okay, we're almost there. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 4, 5, 6. And there we go. Okay. Okay, there we go. Wait. Just have to remember how to use a shield in each. You're not kidding. I almost got killed in an MHC recently because I kept squatting thinking that was going to make my shield work in Java. So, Java's like the favorite kid. They get all the new toys before we do. That's kind of that way, but I have noticed here recently, it seems like Bedrock keeps getting a few things before Java now. So, like, I think you can use a cauldron, and you can what can you do with a cauldron? You can put potions in a cauldron. You can't do that in Java. I think you can use redstone to move chests. You can't do that in Java. Can't you get, like, colored dye water in cauldrons as well? I think you can, if you have something, you can wash it in a cauldron to get the dye out of it. You can't do that in Java. Dadcraft, you're getting close to my base, piggy dang guy. No, I'm not. No. See, the direction I'm facing right now is where your base is, Dadcraft. I'm digging that direction. I'm digging parallel to it, so you're safe. There's no pig going to be breaking into your base anytime soon, so it's okay. As Dadcraft likes to say to Piggy, just calm down, okay? Just calm down. It's going to be all right, man. You're going to make it. I remember when I first started playing and was like, wow, I found diamonds, until my son told me it was lapis. Oh, that's funny. Just wait, DC. I got something that will get him close to your base much faster. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, did you sneak a beacon over here? Colored water in cauldrons. You can dye leather. You can use water in a cauldron to wash color off dyed shulker boxes. Anytime soon, So it will happen in the future. Wait, so I have a few pointers on your method. Did he toss something? Oh, oh yeah, TNT. Here's the thing, buddy. Doesn't TNT destroy stuff? And it also, like, I want this to be a smooth floor. Have a good rest of the stream. Good night, everyone. Well, thank you, Diver Cat, for stopping by. I really appreciate it. You have a good evening as well. I'm just while Zloy, it doesn't keep 100% of the material on this version. No. Okay, so I'm gonna hold on to this TNT because I have a feeling I'm gonna need it. But right now, what I'm up to, which I can't tell you what I'm up to for no reason at all. Don't you worry about anything. I need all the blocks I can get. Every block is sacred. I kind of referenced a song there, and if you know what that song is, just keep it to yourself. It's what I do. But yeah, every block must be gathered and collected. Every block has got to mean something in the task that I have set before myself. Do I have room for this stone? Yeah, I do. Okay, we'll do that. And then we need to convert this stuff and then come back and get some more. But I appreciate the help, Sloy. Hey, I'll take all the help I can get. You don't even know. Night, Diver. Piggy, you jerk. Keep that TNT away from my base. Don't you worry about it, Dagcraft. Let's see. You know what? We need to test something. Since Dagcraft is just throwing a fit about his base, we do need to test something. It's not really help if I'm not giving you the materials. Hey, earlier you were doing speed mining and I was picking up what you were dropping, so in a way you were helping me. Uh-oh. Oh, I thought that was a furnace. I'm like, what's he cooking down here now? So let's go ahead and unload this. See, the cool thing is Dagcraft is in chat, but he's not on the server. So in the famous words of Cartman, I can do what I want. Let's go and just get this stuff out of here so we can get a little bit of space going. Where did I put... I think my boat is up on the surface. We have to go up to the surface. Let's see. I have made you made a large wheat farm and a sugarcane farm. That's awesome. And what's cool about that is if you can get yourself some villagers that'll trade wheat or sugarcane or paper, then you can start using that to get emeralds, and you can trade those emeralds with other villagers and start getting all kinds of cool stuff. So let's see, Dagcraft 73. Yeah, I want cheesy poo. Yeah, what? Oh my gosh, I want the cheesy poos. No surprise there. Okay, so let's see. Where did I put my boat? I kid you not. This place is such an absolute mess. And pigs love messes. But it makes it really hard when you need to find something. Okay, that's there. We won't discuss that. You don't need to see that at all, Zloy. You just stop paying attention to the stream for that moment. Let's see here. Let's check. The last thing I want to do is just go for a swim, okay? So, and here's the really stinkerish part. I've got 2 boats. I've built 2 boats. You never was. Haha, you're just listening. Let's see here. No, not in there. There it is. There's a boat. Oh, here's something else that's different. I found out. I kept trying to, in a crafting interface. Okay, so pretend like this is wood. Okay? I did that, and I'm like, so where's the boat? Is the game broken? Where's the boat? You found beet seeds and pumpkins. Awesome. There's also watermelons you can find, too. You bought Minecraft on your birthday in December of last year. Did you buy it and just didn't play it for a while? Or is it just kind of one of those things you've played very little and so there's still a lot you're learning? But yeah, then I went over here and I looked up the recipe and I realized, oh, I have to make a shovel for said boat. And I'll go ahead and say it for you, Dagcraft. Dang Piggy, learn the game. Dang Piggy. So here's what we're going to do. Hey, Dog Miner, how you doing, buddy? I don't know how I just figured out what those letters mean, but I did. Long time no see. Yes, sir. Very long time no see. So let's see here. I think he's built this area so that mobs in the water can't get up onto his his area. But here's what we can do. We can boat over here and then just stand up on the boat. Look at that. We hacked the system. Uh-oh, that didn't work. This worked before. There we go. There we go. Mm-hmm. And look, see this pig? See, you can't keep a pig out. You're still learning. You started playing in June of this year. Oh, okay. How else are you going to move the boat without the shovel oar? Well, I tell you, in Java, it's magic. Somehow making a U-shaped boat just automatically makes yourself a shovel oar. It happens. It's the craziest thing. You know, I'll be honest with you. I think when they first started boats in Java, you had to craft it with the shovel. And then for some reason, they took that out. There's a lot of things they've done like that. They add things into the game in Java, and then for some reason, they just remove it. It's the weirdest thing. But yeah, look where we are. Look at this. Look, if I ever need carrots, I know where to go. Carrots o'plenty. I think that's what the name of this base is. Oh my gosh. But yeah, okay, so there's a reason I'm over here, Dadcraft. I'm not hurting your base at all. Boats in Java pre 1.9. No shovel. Break easily. No oars. Okay. Here's the really frustrating thing about boats that I found in Bedrock. I have to smack it with a sword like 1,000 times to get it to break. And in Java, you can smack it once with a sword and it breaks. It's awesome. Plus, you learned how to concrete. Yeah, I kid you not. There's so many things to do in Minecraft. I've been playing for so many years. I still only know like a little bit of it. There's so much stuff in this game to learn. It's ridiculous. 2 seats, yes. Oh, is there not? No, there's 2 seats in Bedrock. Or are you talking about what was different in boats? What they changed in boats? That's what you're talking about. Okay, now I get it. A bit before Java 1.9, shovel 2 seats, different control skin. Yeah, I've noticed also, I think this is something different. So see these oars? See how they're synchronized? If I turn, they go at different speeds. And now they're complete. Oh, wait. There's like a way I did it earlier. See how they're slightly out of sync with each other? I think in Java, it doesn't do that. I think in Java, they stay synchronized no matter what. But Dadcraft, you just calm down. I know that you've like thrown down everything you had, and you're running from work to try and get home to see if you can log on in time to catch me. But here's what I'm doing, buddy. See, my position is 7-11, which is actually going to be easy for me to remember. 7-11. Press both to make the boat go. Oh my gosh, you're right, Zoe. I forgot about that. That you had to push both buttons, that you could control each oar separately. That was crazy. 7-11. As long as I don't dig past 7-11, we will not be encroaching on Dadcraft's base. I'm not going to say whether it used to be realistic, but I loved it. Mojang breaks everything. You just can't have nice things, Loy. What you need to do is just not enjoy it, and then it'll stay. So whenever you find yourself enjoying something in the game, just stop enjoying it. Or at least don't tell people that you enjoy it, okay? Hey, JC, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. And let's see, what's my uptime? I need to check that. Is it just up? Or is it uptime? Maybe it's uptime. Okay. 1 hour and 43 minutes. Okay, so we got about, I don't know, I'll stay on for about 17 more minutes. I want to hit that 2-hour mark. Trying to get that, that goal, whatever that goal was. I'll have to go check. I've got it written down somewhere. That affiliate goal. I think it's like 8 times in so many hours or something like that. I can't remember. But all of y'all have been just awesome hanging out in this stream for all this time. It's been a lot of fun. So let's see here. We need to convert this stuff. I'm keeping this in a safe place. Don't you worry, Dadcraft. Plus, you're making banners. Okay, you make banners. I'm going to tell you right now, you're 15 steps ahead of me. I don't know why. My brain doesn't understand banners. Whenever I need banners, I either find somebody that's good at it, or I just go Google whatever pattern I need and try to see if... oh, that's cobbled. Okay, I need that and that. There we go. And just try to see if somebody's come up with at least a shape or something that I'm trying to find, and then I look up how they did it in the banner, and then try to like piece different shapes together that people have done to see if I can come up with my own. But like banners, just coming up with a banner on your own, ridiculous. I don't know how people do it. I mean, but the same thing. It's like when you deal with redstone. There are some people that get redstone. There are some people that don't. It's just, that's what's so cool about this game is it has so many different elements that that so many different people can find ways to play it. You know, I mean, there's an insanely sized community of people that all they like to do is play PvP style games. And so what PvP is like player versus player. So it's just like imagine like playing Call of Duty where you're in an environment with a bunch of other live people and you're all fighting with each other. And so that would be the same thing, but just imagine that in Minecraft. And then there's a crap ton of different game mechanics people have come up with, just different ways to play. But I mean, there's this humongous community, millions of people. That's what they do. They just play PvP. Wait. Okay, so let's see. You do need a loom. Yes, I know that much. You need a loom. Have you experimented with a loom much? It makes banners easier. Yeah, I think with the newer versions, you can only make banners with looms. But I'm not for certain. 500 minutes in 30 days and 7 broadcasts in 30 days. Okay. Yeah, I think that's where I got it written down. It didn't have it in minutes, though. I think I had it in hours. Old recipes still work? Okay, cool. I think what you're saying, though, is with the loom, it kind of helps you visualize the shapes and how they're going to work out better. You need a loom and dyed sheep wool. Yeah, and dyes. Yeah, that's true. And then depending on how you lay them out in the thing, it makes different shapes. And that's usually where I get a little confused. Let's see here. We'll convert that. Oh, JC, I'm glad if you're still around. Go check Discord. I sent you a message. I'm going to need a response out of you. Not immediately, but there's something afoot. So I do need a response. Let's see here. We got block of raw copper. We can put that here and that here. And then I got these cobbled deep slate. Okay, and then some stone. There we go. What is this? Oh, it's tough. Oh yeah, I was pointing this out earlier. You'll tell me what you think about this. Let's see. The loom makes it easier to see and understand layers. Yes, that's what I think it is. Or check YouTube on loom in Minecraft. Yeah. Well, see, here's the thing. Like I have played around with that for a little while, but for just whatever reason, my brain does not fully comprehend building shapes in layers to create other things, if that makes sense. It's just, that's not my strong point. So check this out. Cloud. Tiz has been flying around dropping things. Apparently he's making clouds too, and that just got banned, which I'm fine with. We don't need those clouds around here. Oh, CCS Delights. Hello. Thank you for joining the stream. I'm sorry I didn't see that you said hello earlier. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate that. Loom uses way less dye. Oh, really? Okay. But here's what I was saying. So this stuff is called tough, right? Is it just me, or does it seem like it's pretty easy to break? I don't think the name on the tin explains what's in the tin very well. Or is it just me? Is it just me being crazy? Tough. You swap out there and stone right there. There we go. Let me look at this. I'm going to do this one more time. Okay, 11 minutes. And okay, let me see. 30. Okay. Okay. Just checking my clock to see like what time. And PP Zerk or was it just regular Zerk? If either of y'all have if y'all want to kind of go ahead and start checking for somebody to raid, I am so out of the loop on things. I have no idea what names are out there. Is anybody on, you just learned how to make stained glass? Oh, yeah. just like type in the word Minecraft recipe into Google, and you will be blown away by the quantity of recipes and things that you can make in this game. It's ludicrous. I don't think there's enough room in my brain left to keep up with all of this stuff. You don't know how many times, even after playing for 7+ years, that I have to go look up recipes for stuff because I can't remember. It's insane. But yeah, I was going to say, if anybody on Truly Bedrock was streaming right now, we could use them for a raid. If not, if y'all would be so kind as to find someone you could suggest, I'd appreciate that. Probably about 10 minutes. We'll move over. Let's see. Well, hate to be that person in real life. Tough is used so much in building, not because it's tough to break. Diamonds in the floor. Where? Thank you. Ooh. Dare we dig down? I didn't hear lava. Good eye. Thank you very much. Thank you. I appreciate that. No little muffins. Okay, so you're not being that person. Here's the thing. Here's the way I am in real life and in game. I want to be correct. If that means that I have to completely alter my worldview because I find out new information that shatters my worldview, I would rather alter my worldview to be correct than to stubbornly sit there and say, nope. That's not the way it's going to be. So, while it's fun to make a pun about tough, if it actually is, there's a reason for it being called that as something else. Because, yes, it is spelled differently. Correct me. Correct away. I can take it. You know why? Let's just do this. Some of y'all are new. Maybe you don't know. Look at this. Do you see something? Do you notice? I'm a pig. You know what that means? I got thick skin. It's okay. I can take it. Trust me, I can take a troll as well as I can dish it out. Although I know you weren't trolling. But I can handle it. I'm grown. I'm an adult. I got this. He says as he opens up a hole and lava falls and burns him up. But yeah, apparently so we're going to need to find a whole bunch of netherite. I've only got enough to make 1 ingot. And I have got so much armor and so many tools, I couldn't even begin to tell you which one would be the first one. Okay, I take that back. I'm thinking about that right now. I think this Silk Touch pick is the thing that I have used the most so far. That's probably the first thing that I would want a netherite. I know at one point Silent was selling netherite, but I think his store is out. And I think it's this is kind of another weird thing. When you're on a server, you kind of eventually will hit this equilibrium point where everybody on the server has what they need, like enchanted books per se. And so you reach this saturation point where people just don't need them anymore. And so you just kind of don't keep up with it anymore. So I get the feeling that's probably what it is with the netherite. Everybody's gotten the netherite they need, and so he just hasn't had to go find some more. But I'll probably hit somebody up on Discord later and see if anybody on the server's got netherite they want to sell. So, let's see here. I think creepers break through the tough. I don't know if they do or not. You see a humble pig. Oh. No TB members are live. NJ would be a good one. You have some netherite if you need it. Not a ton, but like 3 pieces. Hey, wait. So is it netherite ingots, or is it just like the debris, the little pieces? I mean, I'm not gonna complain either way. I'll take it. You name your price. I'm not rich, but I'm not poor either. I've got some in-game money to spend. So, yeah, we'll work a deal. Because I hate the nether now that they've updated it and changed it. I'm absolutely terrified of... Oh no, my neuroticism is going to get the best of me. We got to get this top layer. I absolutely hate knowing that at any given second I could fall into lava and lose everything. Now, if I was just playing the game, no big deal. I'd get over it. But here's the thing. When you're a content creator, you're trying to finish a video, and then you fall into lava and lose all your tools, and you have to deal with that moment of, great, now I don't have any tools. I can't finish building what I was building. And now I've got to figure out how to alter my episode so that I can go ahead and finish it in time. Yeah, that's not fun. So I think that kind of ups the ante a little bit when it comes to doing content and then losing your stuff to lava. That can be quite frustrating. Let's see here. Let's go and clear this out right here. What does NJ play? Is NJ a Minecrafter or do they play something else? Check your Discord DMs for raid ideas. I will, and I appreciate that. I will definitely. Yeah, I've got so many little tweaks and things that I need to set up on this. Dadcraft was able to help me get like the bare bones setup going. Liero was giving me a lot of good advice for bots and stuff getting set up. So now I think I'm just kind of to the point. I think this is a weird like server timing thing. See, that should move, but it doesn't. Now, if I log out and log back on, it has a tendency to work. But that happens every once in a while. It's quite annoying. But yeah, I think I'm to the point now where it's the details. It's the little things that need to be worked out. Let's see here. Like if people need them, I have them. Yeah, she's playing Minecraft. Okay, cool. You fell into lava Saturday night. Yeah, that stinks. Today it's Minecraft, but they also play Among Us. Or they used to. Okay. Getting sleepy here. Going to say goodnight. Thank you so much, Jay, for stopping by. I really appreciate it. And you have a good evening. And let's see here. You want to try and get iron from... Oh, 4 hoppers. Okay. Yeah. You might want to look up some videos how to make some very small iron farms. There are ways that it takes maybe an hour or two of work, but there are ways that you can get iron farms going, and then you can have infinite iron. You don't have to go looking for it, and it makes life so much easier, especially if you're going to start doing a whole bunch of redstoning contraptions and hoppers and stuff like that. It's just so much better to have an iron farm, trust me. In the long run, you'll be so happy if you do it. So let's see here. Let's check and see, did we make our 2-hour window here? Oh no, I'm by 3 minutes. Let's go ahead and let's do this. I'm going to go ahead and we're going to take this haul into town and convert it. Let's see, at least have some closure for those who've been watching to see what we've managed to accomplish in this stream. Let's see, we'll break up the copper ore because we will need that. And let's go ahead and break up the deep slate as well. Now, the only reason I'm having to do this is just because I'm wanting to collect stone. I don't want to collect cobble. So I've just been attacking everything with my Silk Touch pick. And then I do this later to convert everything with a fortune. I get the feeling, I suspect, because now that there's so much junk spawning down here, stone is actually kind of hard to get a hold of. It's nowhere near as plentiful as it used to be. Maybe it is at a higher level. Maybe that's what I'm missing. But I bet if I did the math, it would probably be much quicker to go ahead and attack everything with the fortune pick and to just smelt whatever little cobblestone I end up with into stone instead of doing all this. That's probably the better way to go. Pardon me. Silent Whisper single layer iron farm is pretty simple to build. Generates a decent amount of iron in short order. There we go. We got Silent Whisper. Nice little shout out there. Plus mining for copper roof. Yeah, that's something I've not really experimented is with the copper blocks. That's another thing I have a tendency to do. Whatever's the newest thing in Minecraft, I'll get around to it in the next version. I don't know why I do that. But I always have a tendency to be playing with the features that everybody's already been playing with a version earlier. Let's see here. I think that's good. We'll go ahead and pack this up and take it on our way. I'm going to look at chat real quick, and then we're going to make a run to town. If you just want stone, then yeah, you probably want to go higher. Okay, Silk Touch is the way. Put the... I don't know what COL... Oh, okay, put the cobble in the oven to get stone. That's true. Otherwise, yeah, probably faster to fortune and then smelt. Yeah, I would say that I've dug enough to maybe suspect that's probably the way to go. I don't know, but I highly suspect. You're suspect. Let's see. Okay, it's not nighttime, but it doesn't matter because we've got this mossy carpet everywhere. And so it's nice and spawn-proof around here. I love it. And I cannot wait for the next version of Minecraft to come out so that I can actually build normal like everybody else. Because I absolutely hate building a base that can spawn things. And lighting is so limited. But being able to actually have low light levels in areas and not get spawns, that is going to be so liberating. It's the best word I can come up with for it. All right, so let's see here. We're going to pop over right here. This is the only thing that stinkerish is. This comes out to right here. All the stuff's getting built over here. I wonder if we could talk people into building an extension. Wait, what is this? Okay. Oh, back out. Maybe build an extension of this over there so you can run straight across. Although if I would just quit being lazy and use my elytra like normal people, probably wouldn't be an issue. But I got to be pig-headed about it. The new lighting is going to be amazing. Plus, I'm making lanterns. Lanterns are cool. I love having lanterns now. Yeah, I can't wait for the new lighting. Like, okay, which block is it? There's a block. I think it's one of the blocks from the Nether. And when you place it down, whatever light level is near it, it mimics that light level. Just get a Riptide Trident and a good Featherfall boots. Oh, then I have to learn something new, Liara. Low light levels are going to be a great thing because it will give freedom to build darker builds without the fear of it blowing up. Exactly, Huge Stormy Owl. But do y'all know which block I'm talking about? There's a block that you can place down, and depending on how far it is from a light source, it adopts that light level. I can't remember what block that was, though. I'll give Chad a second. I get the feeling somebody's going to type it here in just a minute. But being able to use that block to control light levels, and now you can like place them, do the light level. Magma blocks, but I don't think they mimic anymore. Oh, did they take that away? I hope not. Because that was an awesome feature. All right, let's see here. What do we got going on? That. Okay, we filled up all that. So let's see here. Oh, man. I didn't get anywhere near the amount that I thought I would get. Oh, it's in 16. That's what it was. So break this down. Break that down. That and that. Okay, so we're going to get a decent amount. So let's hear 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But then I have to place them in individually because if I try to shift move it, it's going to stack them all together. We don't want that. But don't know if they do on them Bedrock magma blocks. Oh, okay, so that might be just stuck to Java. Okay, well, I mean, it'll be one of those deals whenever it comes out, we'll figure out. If not, whatever. You know, you can. There's still ways that you can control light moving it around. Which one was stone? I think it's this one. And I'm proud to say that most of this stone is my fault. 2, 3, that. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Any more of these guys? There we go. Some more dumb. Look how dumb that is. I can't believe he was dumb enough to put that. You get out of here. Don't you watch what I'm doing. You get your own business to attend to. You get out of here. Let's see. Put that there. And then we're just going to start dumping the overflow back in here. Oh, yeah. I was gonna see about trading in that gravel. Let's see here. Dirt. Don't need that. Don't need that. Okay. Look at the floor, Piggy. Look at the floor. Try and see if there's any dirty spots you can clean. Don't look at the Enderman. Okay, 3. There we go. And then 1, 2, 3. No, not gravel. We'll get in trouble. It's loyal. Don't you mess with me. Are you kidding me? Get out of here with that mess. I wasn't looking at you, you stinker. What do you got, huh? Go on with your bad self. I taught him some manners. Let's see here. 1. Okay, I don't think I have enough to do that, so I don't even remember what I was saying now. You stinking Enderman. You messed up my train of thought. Let's see. Okay, we got some of this. We'll just grab it all. We'll put back the extra later. I don't hear him screaming, so I guess he settled down. That would be nice. Just settle down, buddy. It's not my fault. Is all this... Ooh, all this andesite? Okay, so what is it? 2 andesite per. So 1, 2. 1, 2. Magpie. Oh, hey, Magpie. How are you doing, buddy? The barrels are your favorite. Part of Bedrock over Java is transparent slabs for lighting and spawn proofing. Oh, I have to learn that trick. I've not seen that trick. Good old buddy Magpie. Let's see here. Yeah, I'll probably send you a DM here a little bit later, Magpie. I gotta ask you something. Let's see here. Basalt. Okay, cobble deep slate. There we go. What was it? 2 for 1. Okay, it's a twofer. Oh wait, put it back, Piggy. Put it back. You don't have that in your inventory yet. Oh gosh, did I give him 2 books? No, I didn't. Okay. Granite. We got any books for granite? Don't take it for granted, Piggy. Leave granite. Uh-oh. That's not a full stack, so we'll do that. I was doing andesite, right? I hear that little guy floating around. Are you calm? Have you stopped having your fit? Good. I quit getting in my way. Okay, so andesite there. Oh, here's gravel. 2 gravel for dumb. Is there any dumb over here? It's a lot of gravel, though. The gravel's all weird and mixed up. Okay, there we go. Do I have 2 gravel? Yes. And I know, Zlo, you gave me some gravel earlier. This is not the gravel you gave me. This is other gravel. Okay, andesite. I think this one was close to full. What do we got going? There we go. We'll just do that. 2 for 1. Another twofer. Okay, and then I think all we've got left is the cobbled deep slate. Look at that. Oh, we are raking in the dumb. I'm going to be rich, I tell you. I got to hold, though. I can't spend it. It's like Bitcoin, silver, and gold. Hold. Don't sell. Okay, put that there. What do we got for... Where's the rest of the... I know it's here somewhere. I've only been over here a million times. Okay, that. There we go. And I think it's 2 for also. Is it? Yeah. Gotta get the crosshairs out of the way so you can see what you're doing, Piggy. So 1, 2. There we go. That's not a bad haul at all. 23 dumb in 2 hours. You feel like Bedrock Endermen are the teenage Endermen because they look short. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. So yeah, good haul. We got a great haul. And soon we shall have all the dumb. It's only a matter of time, I tell you. It's only a matter of time. This has been a whole lot of fun doing this stream. Thank you so much all for hanging out. I know it's been very bare bones as far as like all the bells and whistles that Twitch offers. It's coming. It'll be here in time. And for those of y'all that are newer to my streams, I haven't got it set up yet, but I also do music. So hopefully here eventually I'll be able to whip out the old guitar and start singing some tunes as well. So down with the dumpire, yeah. Thank you, PP Zerk. I appreciate that. So, yeah, like I said, thank you everybody so much for hanging out. We're going to try and keep doing this for the next week or so I can go ahead and get the affiliate thing set up, and then I can take part in the Truly Bedrock stream weekend, which will be just awesome. Love it. So, thank you all so much for hanging out. Hope you have a great rest of your day. And if the mods will go ahead and set up that raid, we're going to go ahead and go over and raid. I think it was NJ. Hope to see you over there. At least hop over and say hi. That would be so nice of you. I appreciate it all. Thanks so much. Take care. Oh, you can't. Because I have to start the raid. Look at that. Not professional. I think... this is how you do this? Hang on. Gosh, I totally ruined the whole... oh, it says you're moderator in this chat. Do I have to do it though? How do I do that? Yeah, I think PP Zerk and Zerk, I set you up as moderator already. Y'all don't have access to those commands? Or did I mess something up and not put in those commands? Let's see. Let me check Discord. I know. Oh, check. Okay. I'm on it. Let's see here. Oh, awesome. There we go. Okay, I'll just cut and paste. We'll get this all ironed out. Oh, and now I just turned on Twitch like an idiot. No, Piggy. No, don't go to OBS. Go over to Chrome. There we go. I cannot raid this channel, it says. That's really strange. It says I can't. But I thought I was the streamer. I can't do it? I broke the system. She requires you to follow her. Ah. Okay. Well, okay, so hang on 1 second. Let me see. I got to open this in a new window, don't I? So is it... Oh, okay, so I'll just put in NJ Coffee Junkie. And we'll swap over this. There we go. Oh, we're going to get this to work. Now I'm following. Okay. Still can't raid the channel. I guess she's got that on as a defense. I guess she doesn't have her raids enabled. Okay. Well, could we do this? Because I don't know the etiquette. See, I'll straighten me out. Would it be safe to just tell everybody to go look up her channel and go there? Or because she has it shut off, she just doesn't want people raiding? What would be the best etiquette for that? Y'all let me know. Finally get back into streaming and then immediately break all the rules. We don't want to do that. I'm going to go over and look at her stream real quick just to see. But I don't have her audio turned up, so I don't even know if she's talking to me right this minute. Let's see. You're her mod. I think I can disable it for a second. Okay. I am an idiot. I just looked down and saw that there's 52 people watching, which thank you so much, but that doesn't make me the idiot. I look next to it, and it's showing me how much time I've been on. Or is that just telling me how long I've been watching the stream? I don't know. We just don't want you to stop streaming. That's what it is. But this pig's got to eat, and I got to go cook it, and I might have to run to the store and buy it. So, yeah. I got to go, and you don't even know. I skipped out on... how long have I been streaming? Today or in total? Today, it's been about 2 hours. I used to stream a lot on Beam, and back when it was called... I can't even remember what it was called now. It was called something. And I used to stream a lot on it. I wanted to say Blender, but I don't think that's right. But I used to stream a lot back then. Mixer. Well, no. Okay, it was Beam and it became Mixer. That's what it was. Or vice versa. Careful, my age is showing. Oh, you don't even know. It was Mixer. Okay. Oh, yeah, it started as Beam because when they changed it to Mixer, all I could think of in my head was... Isn't that like when a group of people get together and have casual conversation over drinks? Why would you call this Mixer? I don't know. Why? But whatever. That's back when I used to stream. So, but now that I'm on Truly Bedrock and they do the stream weekends, figured I should get back into it. It could be fun to participate in that. You answer my question under the stream. Tell how long you've been. Oh, okay. Okay. So, she thinks it should let you now. Okay, so let's see if this works. I'll do cut and paste. Woohoo! There we go. We've got a few seconds. See you all over there. Thanks for hanging out. Hope to see you again soon.